back with some more Madden 20 scientific experiments today, as we do continue the whole combining all the NFL teams from a specific state in the one super mega team experiment series challenge thing, whatever you want to call it. As today, we're going to take the teams from the state of New York, which is already going to create some controversy because technically the Jets and the Giants play in New Jersey, but because they're called New York, like they're the New York Giants and New York Jets, like I'm not about to make a separate video for New Jersey and just keep it in the state of New York, technically, because they're called the New York Jets. You get what I'm saying. Now with that said, we are going to be combining the three teams from the state of New York, the New York Giants, the New York Jets, and the Buffalo Bills into one super mega team to see if those three teams combine into one team with their best players from all three teams can run the table and win the Super Bowl. Now we have already done this video with the states of Texas, California, and Florida. I'm not gonna spoil those just yet, but if you have missed those, there will be a link to those three videos in the description box below. There'll be a full playlist of all my Madden experiments. So if you do find these experiments any bit interesting at all, there's a bunch of other ones that you might enjoy as well in that playlist at the top of the description box below. But today, my dudes, as I said, we are doing the state of New York, and just leave the comments about the Giants and Jets not being from New York later. Like, it's just let me live my life, as we are combining, like as I said, the Jets, Giants, and Bills into one major team. Now, these are the ones that I do find the most interesting because it's three teams with not like overly talented teams combining into one. So can three mediocre NFL teams combined into one actually create a powerhouse in the NFL? So hopefully guys do enjoy today's experiment, and if you do, make sure to smash that like button. Let's see if for this experiment series, because you guys do act like you really are enjoying this, let me know by smashing that like button. Let's see if we can smash like 2,000 likes on this episode. Subscribe if you are new and turn on the notification bell if you haven't. And also in the comment section below, let me know of any other experiment ideas that you do have for the channel. With that said, it is time to go over the state of New York combined into one team. Now I am using the Lions just so the team I'm using isn't the featured team for today's video, so just to have any impact at all. Now the featured team in today's video is the New York Jets. Now this is interesting, you know, the starting quarterback is always very tough to choose when they're the same overall. Since the Jets are the featured team, Sam Darnold will be the starter with Josh Allen as the backup. Running back position, extremely talented dudes. Le'Veon Bell with Saquon Barkley as the backup. That's easily the best running back tandem we've had in any video yet, with Frank Gore just having him as the third stringer. At fullback, Aaron Ripkowski as our fullback. At wide receiver, it's a pretty mediocre core, I could say. Golden Tate, Robbie Anderson, John Brown, Cole Beasley, and Sterling Shepard. At tight end, we have Evan Ingram and Tyler Kroft, with Christopher Herndon. I think that's the sixth. Is it the sixth or fourth? I don't know, but he's third. The offensive line, Nate Solder at the left tackle position. Left guard, Kalichi Osemele. 87 overall, not bad at all. Willard Hernandez backing him up at an 84 rated. Center, Mitch Morse at an 87. Ryan Khalil backing him up. At right guard, Kevin Ziegler at an 88 with Nico Siragusa backing him up at a 67. At right tackle, Deion Dawkins at a 78 overall. And moving on to defense, at the left end position, Leonard Williams at an 84 overall with Dalvin Tomlinson backing him up at an 80. At the right end position, Jerry Hughes at an 83 rated with Henry Anderson backing him up at a 79. Defensive tackle, Quinnen Williams, the third overall selection in this prior NFL draft at an 80 overall at the starting defensive tackle position. Steve McLennan at a 79, and Ed Oliver, another rookie defensive tackle. I wish I could change him. I wish I was the Jets. I want Ed Oliver to play. What a defensive tackle combination. Ed Oliver and Quinnen Williams. But at the left outside linebacker position, Matt Milano at a 77. Jordan Jenkins backing him up. At middle linebacker, CJ Mosley at 87 overall. He just had a pick 6 yesterday when I'm recording this video. 87 rated is their starter. Avery Williamson at an 86 with the rookie, or not the rookie, the second year player, Tremaine Edmonds at a 75 as well on the roster. At right outside linebacker, the veteran Lorenzo Alexander, the captain on this defense, at an 85 overall with Brandon Copeland backing him up. At cornerback, Tre'Davious White at an 85, Tremaine Johnson at an 81, and Janoris Jenkins at an 80, with also Brian Poole and Darryl Roberts on the squad as well. Free safety Micah Hyde at an 86, with Marcus May backing him up at a 79 rated. Strong safety Jamal Adams, the beast third-year player at an LSU at a 90 rated, and Jabril Peppers, and also a very talented strong safety, also a third-year player out of Michigan at an 84 overall. Our kicker, Aldrick Rosas at an 84, and at punter, Kar Vedvik at a 72. Kick returner Saquon Barkley, and a punt returner is going to be Golden Tate III. Now, this team is an interesting one. I think because of the fact that, like in Madden simulations, the quarterback positions and their overall is extremely important in how your team does. This team could have a rather mediocre season. Can the running back position be enough to lead this team to a first-round bye? I don't know. I mean, when you think about it, if you actually combine 3 NFL teams into one in real life, they would probably run the table because, I mean, that's 3 freaking NFL teams. 3 NFL teams full of NFL talent combined into one. Obviously, they're going to do well, but it's Madden. Madden is not realistic at all. We all know that. I'm going to say this team goes 9-7. That is going to be my prediction. I highly doubt this team runs the table and actually wins the Super Bowl. But let me know your prediction in the comment section below. Do you think this team is going to run the table, and you think they're going to do better than 9-7? And with that said, dudes, the moment of truth, the team from the state of New York. I actually got really scared because it says practice squad player signed, but gotta keep in mind I'm not actually using the Jets in today's video. But apparently the Lions didn't do too well, went 5-11 on the year. But the moment of truth, did the New York Jets, the state of Texas, have the best record in the league? And they go 12-4. Okay, they actually exceeded my expectations, go 12-4 on the year and do make the playoffs, which is actually really, really funny. And this shows you how stupid Madden is. In the last video I did, the Jets on their own went 12-4 with the regular Jets team. But if you combine 2 other NFL teams and their talent onto the Jets roster that already went 12-4, they had the same record. So once again, Madden's dumb. For the best record in the league goes to the Chargers at 14-2. Cowboys and Browns also went 13-3. So really good seasons from them. Worst record in the league this time around does end up going to the Miami Dolphins at 2-14. The Giants, with their best players gone, Saquon gone, they still do better than the original Miami Dolphins. Now, the other team I don't want to look at is the Bills, as they still go 7-9 with their best players gone from their team. So I do want to look at how they did statistically as well. Now, looking into the stats on the road, do we have anybody win the MVP this time around? No, wow, this is another weird one. Todd Gurley wins the MVP on his own with the Rams. And in the last video, when he was on the Rams with all of the California teams combined into one with a great offensive line, they had a great year. He didn't even come in the top 10, so that's interesting. Looks like the Jets did have Le'Veon Bell come in the top 10, so he came in 9th. Just also, like always, want to look at the Rookie of the Years. Josh Jacobs wins it in the AFC. Defensive Rookie in the AFC goes to Devin Bush. NFC goes to Devin White. So once again, the 2 Devins middle linebackers win the Rookie of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Kyler Murray. And look at him, Mr. Michael Crabtree coming in the top 10 again, although he's about 45 years old now. Going over to the New York Jets and their statistics. Sam Darnold threw a little bit too many interceptions, I would say. 4,000 yards, 33 touchdowns, 15 picks, only sacks 24 times, which is a theme because obviously the offensive lines are extremely talented. Now, Le'Veon Bell, a great year, 20 touchdowns on the ground, 1,500 yards. Saquon Barkley, 400 yards and 9 touchdowns as the backup. I know this is completely irrelevant. I just want to see how Le'Veon Bell did this year. See, he had less rushing touchdowns than what he did in my simulation. More touchdowns, like 6 more touchdowns. So apparently 6 more touchdowns and less rushing yards equivalates to going from not being in the top 10 to winning the MVP. But anyways, going back to the Jets statistics, gonna look at the receivers for today's video. Evan Ingram led the team 921 yards, and Golden Tate led the team in receiving touchdowns with 8. So no 1,000-yard receiver in today's video. Defensively, CJ Mosley led the team with 99 tackles. Most sacks goes to Jerry Hughes with 11.5 and Lorenzo Alexander with 11. So the veteran putting up some stats today, some production. CJ Mosley and Janoris Jenkins both led the team with 4 interceptions on the year. First of all, I do want to go and check out how the Buffalo Bills did statistically since they were without their best players. Cordell Jones was their starter, so I think he's under a 60 overall. He led the team to 3,800 total yards passing, 22 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. Only sacked 39 times, which isn't awful for a team. The offensive line losing the best players. Running the football, Ty Montgomery, 686 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns. Catching the football, they had a 1,000-yard receiver, Jamison Crowder, with 1,000 yards and 7 receiving touchdowns. And defensively, they had Blake Cashman lead them in total tackles. In terms of sacks, they had Nick Perry with a total of 8 on the year. And last but not least, before we do see if the state of New York can make it to the Super Bowl, looking at the New York Giants and their statistics, they had their 2 quarterbacks still on their rosters, and that is so freaking bad. They split time. Eli Manning had under 2,000 yards, both the QBs did, 10 touchdowns, 8 picks. Daniel Jones had 5 touchdowns, 4 picks. They got sacked a combined of like 60 times on the year. Now running the football, Spencer Ware led the team, 726 yards, 8 touchdowns. Catching the football, they had Cody Latimer lead them with 683 yards for the year, 4 touchdowns. And defensively for the Giants, Alec Ogletree, 125 total tackles, led the team, and Kareem Martin led the team in sacks with only a total of 4. Now with that said, my dudes, it is now time. Can the state of New York make it to the Super Bowl? And the moment of truth, they don't. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns, as we'll go ahead and simulate this. So the state of New York, 3 NFL teams combined into 1 isn't good enough, as the Browns do win this Super Bowl 17-10 over the Dallas Cowboys, which makes me feel pretty okay as a Titans fan, because we just blew out the Titans yesterday at the time of recording this video. So with that said, maybe in real life my Titans will actually finally win their first ever Super Bowl. Now I do want to see, where did the state of New York get knocked out in the playoffs? Did they get knocked out at least in the conference championship game? And no, they did not. They get beat in the divisional round. They did, by the eventual Super Bowl champions, 21-14 in the divisional round. So with that said, hopefully guys did enjoy today's experiment video, and if you did, make sure to smash that like button. Let me know of any other experiment ideas that you do have in the comment section below, and let's see if we can smash 2,000 likes on today's video. Make sure to subscribe if you are new, and turn on the notification bell if you haven't. With that said, my dudes, I'll catch you next time. Have a great rest of your day. God bless, and peace.